Lymphatic drainage is one of the primary treatments for lymphedema or swelling to the breast or chest. But the direction of the massage does matter if you've had lymph nodes removed for a surgery, damaged for a surgery, or due to radiation or another injury, or if someone has had lymphedema due to genetic reasons. My name is Kelly and I am a physical therapist and I specialize in lymphedema and cancer rehab. In this video, I'm going to show an entire lymphatic drainage routine that someone can follow along with and explain which direction to try to move the fluid towards if you have lymphedema with compromised lymph nodes or lymphatic system. Before we begin, make sure that you subscribe down below for weekly new videos. You can also follow along with us on Instagram or check out my website for more resources. Now, before we begin, you always want to make sure that you get clearance from your doctor before starting lymphatic drainage, especially if you are still in the middle of any cancer treatment or of any infections. This routine is a general one for education purposes, but it's not meant to replace individualized guidance, and it's best to work with a certified lymphedema therapist or doctor in your area for medical treatment. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do one side, the breast and chest area. I will put my hair binder on my wrist. So we're going to pretend that this side is the one that I've had lymph nodes removed. If you're the other side, you're just going to mirror what we're doing. And so what we always want to start with for everyone is we're going to start with deep breathing. So we're going to put our hand on our belly. We gently want to press inward with our hand to give a little bit of pressure. And then we're going to take a big breath, feeling your belly, your abdomen expand into your hand. And we're going to do 4 of them. So take a nice big deep breath and out. Good. Again, big breath and out. 2 more, breath in and out. And 1 more, breath in and out. And that's important because you have a lot of lymph nodes deep in your abdomen that help to move all of this fluid back towards the heart. We want to make sure we're stimulating those. The other thing we want to stimulate are the major lymph nodes throughout this area. So we're going to start with the head and neck lymph nodes. We're going to take our hand, put it right on the collarbone or clavicle at the base of the neck, and we're going to gently do 5 to 10 circles in this area. Lymph nodes sit right under the skin, so you don't have to press really hard. You want to keep it nice and gentle. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I should say that all of this should ideally be directly on the skin. For obvious reasons, I won't be doing the entire routine on the skin, but if you have the ability to, that is the best. After you've done the other side, what we're going to do is I like to take my fingers, split them into 2, and put them on the fingers on either side of the ear. You have lymph nodes that are right below your ear, and we want to stimulate those. So right on either side, we're going to do probably about 8 to 10 circles there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, and you are welcome to do them at the same time to speed it up. And so after we've done 5 to 10 or so, 8 to 10 circles in that area, then we're going to go to the major lymph nodes in the armpit, or what we call the axilla. So what we're going to do is put your hand, again, ideally directly on the skin, right in the armpit, and we're going to do 8 to 10 circles to help stimulate the lymph nodes, trying to speed them up. Even on the side that you've had lymph nodes removed, we want to make sure we're stimulating what's still there. Again, if you just had surgery, you're going to have to get clearance, but if it's been a while, it should be safe to do if cleared. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Doesn't matter what side you've had lymph nodes, you still want to do both sides. And then after we've stimulated the lymph nodes in the armpit area, we want to stimulate the lymph nodes in the groin, or what we call the inguinal lymph nodes. They sit right about where the crease is, where you sit is. And so what we're going to do is you want to go on the side that you've had lymph nodes, take it out on that side of the body, put your hand right where that crease is, and you're going to do circles right in front to stimulate those lymph nodes on that side. 8 to 10, again, nice and gentle. If you've had lymph nodes taken from both sides, you're going to want to do both sides. And then from there, we're going to start to move the fluid through the vessels. So a lymphatic massage really is a gentle skin stretch. It's not a deep pressure. You really should just feel like your skin stretches under your skin, and then we're going to be guiding it from there. And so you want to try to use your whole hand, not just your fingertips, so you're getting as much surface area as possible. And so what we're going to do is we want to make sure we clear the area first before we start to move the fluid into these areas. So the vessels run from one armpit across the upper chest to the other side, as well from one armpit to the other side in the back, and then also from the armpit down the side of the body to the groin area. And your body is made up into quadrants. So if you draw a line down the middle of your body and then across at the belly button, that section or that quadrant is the area that may be affected if these lymph nodes are taken. And we want to move it out of that area. So what we're going to do is start at the top, start on the side that you've had lymph nodes removed, and we're going to gently work across the chest to the side that has been unaffected or has not had the surgery, or lymph nodes I should remove or be removed specifically. If you've had lymph nodes taken from both sides, you actually will probably skip this side or this section, and we'll just do the next one. But you can either pull or you can also push, whatever's more comfortable, but you don't have to press hard. You're just doing that gentle skin stretch all the way across. After we've done about 5 to 8, we're going to also clear the side. So we're working from the armpit down the side of the body towards those groin lymph nodes, doing the same thing directly on the skin if you can, working that fluid out of that area. We're going to do 5 to 8 strokes here before we move on. Now, most people will need assistance or help from a certified lymphedema therapist or someone at home to help if they want to also do the back area, because you won't be able to likely reach, but it would work from the same thing from the armpit to the other side, but just across the back as well. And that is an option if someone has that support. But from there, we've cleared the area. So now we're going to actually work on that breast and chest area that has that swelling. So what I like to do is think of, we're going to try to move as much fluid across or down. I would say about 80% of the people that I see day to day have a lot of their swelling on the side and underneath. And that fluid, the quickest way through is to really just to move it out and then down those vessels. Everything up top though is pretty easy to move across. So I like to think of the breast in sections of upper, middle, and lower. And everything up top, we're gonna move across to the other side. So similar thing to what we did to clear. If we have fluid up here, we're gonna spend time and try to guide the fluid 5 to 8 times across the chest to the other side. And after we've done that, or spend more time there if you feel like you need to, I also like to work on the inner part of that breast or chest and work it across, especially if you have the density in tissue. It's not going to move very well through the tissue all the way across, so I like to almost split it in the middle and then work it just from one side to the other, or one half to the other. And then from there, we're gonna work kind of from the middle out and down. And so we want to try to get everything into these vessels that run on the side. So instead of going straight down, we almost have to work out and then down kind of in one. So we can either go all out, or you can kind of work them together at the same time. But we're gonna kind of spend time right below the armpit, right on the side there, working out and down. And this is a stubborn area for fluid, and so spend more time here as needed. You don't want to press hard. Like we've said before, it should be nice and gentle, but you're just trying to guide the fluid gently out of that area and out and down from there. If you are doing it quickly, you can do 5 to 8 or continue to spend more time there. You can also work underneath and down as well. And if you have support for home or you are working with a lymphedema therapist, they also will probably do more into your back area as well. If you're trying to reach, you're really just trying to work some of that downwards as well. But after you've spent as much time as you need in the areas that you need, then we're going to go ahead and finish by working everything that we've moved out all the way down to that groin or those inguinal lymph nodes. Down the side of the body, again directly on the skin if able, nice and gentle, 5 to 8 times. If we need to finish going across the chest one more time, you're welcome to do that 5 to 8 more times, depending on what someone needs. And going in those directions, after you've done that, then we'll finish again with deep breathing. So we've done the entire routine, and we want to finish by making sure we're stimulating those deep lymph nodes in the trunk area. So hands on the abdomen or belly, take a big breath in and out. Again, breath in and out. Third, breath in and out. And last one, breath in and out. And that's the full routine. Now, if someone's had lymph nodes taken or damaged in both sides, then instead of coming across the body, we would just work everything out and down. So it can be adjusted person to person based on what someone has. Again, the best thing to do is reach out to someone or a certified lymphedema therapist in your area for personalized guidance, as this is just general routine of which direction we want to go. So that's the full sequence for lymphatic drainage to the breast or chest area for lymphedema or swelling. Again, once again, be sure to reach out to a doctor or certified lymphedema therapist for more personalized guidance. But I hope you all found this video helpful, and be sure to check out the other videos on my channel or playlist for more resources. Thanks, everyone.